San Diego 6 News in the Morning. Your station for balanced news.
Hunger is a worldwide problem that has forever depended on charitable contributions to feed those less fortunate. And 'tis the season to give back. Dr. Sunil Bhoyrul is here with us this morning to let you know how you can help right now. Good morning, doctor. Thank you so much for being here. So you have a charity happening right now, and you kind of started it yourself. Tell us a little bit about it.
I did. I'm an obesity surgeon, and obesity is a disease of abundance in some ways. And we've seen oftentimes a link between abundance and poverty, almost a spiritual link, if you will. And in my case, the disease of abundance that we treat is obesity. And yet in the United States, 1 in 7 people suffer from hunger. So we wanted to somehow link our work with abundance to the equivalent work in poverty.
And bring attention to both these problems.
Exactly.
Because they're problems, and they're ironically linked. You know, it doesn't make sense how we could have abundance here and, you know, poverty here.
A 6th grader could not understand it, so we had to try and figure it out and explain to the 6th graders why we have obesity and hunger in the same communities, and what we can do to link the eradication of one to the eradication of the other. So and that's what we do.
And it's great to bring attention to this. And how exactly are you moving the charity around in the community, though? How do people get involved? What exactly are you doing?
Well, in my case, what we do is every time we do an obesity operation, we set aside the funds to feed 50 people. So there's a direct link between the surgeries that we do and feeding people. But what we really want to do is attract other businesses to say, look, how about every time you provide a meal in a restaurant, you feed someone? And the currency here is not money, the currency is food. So we're raising awareness to using consumerism, whether it's obesity surgery or food or exercise, to the eradication of a local problem in San Diego. How can the consumers in San Diego choose to spend their dollars in a place where their dollars will be used to eradicate hunger in our own community?
So you've got a Facebook page. I know I went to it and I was kind of looking at your organization. How can individual people, maybe they don't have a business, but how can they get involved if they'd like to?
Well, they can contact us on Facebook, and that's a start. We're very, very new. I mean, we've been around for about a year, and we're just beginning to get that sort of critical mass of attention. We've done a lot of work. We've fed thousands of people, so people can come in and they can roll up their sleeves and they can help us feed people. That's the easy way. On Wednesday, we have another event where we're feeding elders throughout San Diego with providing them hot meals just before Thanksgiving. So that's a good way to volunteer if they wanted to volunteer this week, for example. So we always have events where we can get people to help out, but we're really not asking for money. We're asking for ideas. We're asking for enthusiasm, and we're asking for people to say, look, get your thinking caps on.
Right.
How can we link what you're doing to eradicating something that's present with 1 in 7 people in our community?
So a great opportunity for people out there who maybe are thinking about the same issues right now.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to talk to you as a doctor now. How critical is obesity and world hunger right now? What's the most alarming points about it?
Well, 1 in 3 people in the United States suffers from obesity. 1 in 7 people in the United States doesn't have enough food. There's something wrong with that. So the numbers are staggering. The obesity is the leading epidemic in the United States. It's one of the second to smoking, the leading preventable cause of death and death and disease in the United States, associated with diabetes, hypertension, and all these other things. But the cool thing is that obesity now in the 21st century is treatable and reversible. And of course that's our medical passion. That's what we do in my practice and in the hospitals and with many of the other doctors and dietitians that we work with.
All right. Well,
but at the same time, hunger is too.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Bhoyrul, thank you so much. And of course, if you'd like to get involved at home, you can go to our website, sandiego6.com right now, click on Hot Topics, and we'll link you up to him.